feel like there needs to be that divide in between Bronny and LeBron.
He's not a resident anymore, so we don't talk as much.
Things just got complicated between Bronny James and LeBron James. What looked like a dream father-son partnership is now raising serious questions.
Everyone's heard this before. I just want to, have people know my name is Bronny James.
We all thought they were locked in, but no music. One expected this. So what really went wrong? Let's break it down. This is where everything changes. Bronny James has spent the last year making one thing clear: he's not just following a legacy, he's building his own. But here's the real question nobody wants to answer. Is the dream everyone hyped the father-son NBA takeover already cracking before it even got started? Because when LeBron James stood in front of the world and said he wanted to share the court with his son, the internet exploded. Fans, analysts, teams, everyone was locked in on one idea. Would the league actually make it happen? And deeper than that, would Bronny be judged as a player or just a piece of LeBron's story? Then everything took a dark turn that a shocking health scare stopped it all. Cold point, one moment changed the entire trajectory, not just of a career, but of a dream that millions were watching unfold. For a while, it wasn't about basketball anymore, that IT was about survival. Uncertainty. The very real possibility that the story ends before it even begins. But Bronny didn't disappear. He fought back. Quietly. Relentlessly. Put in the work. Showed up when it mattered. Forced his name back into the conversation. And then it happened. The Los Angeles Lakers made the call. Draft night changed everything. For the first time ever, a father and son became NBA teammates. History was made that IT should have been a fairy tale. But instead, it came with pressure most players will never understand. Because no matter what Bronny does, he's not just being watched, he's being compared. Every move, every game, every moment still tied to one name. And when he finally sat down in front of the cameras and spoke honestly, he dropped a line that most people ignored, but it might be the one thing that explains.
But also just like putting that Bronny James narrative out there more, is instead of just being LeBron James' son.
He was not talking about basketball plays or draft boards. He was talking about identity, about how much it mattered to him that people see him as Bronny James, not just the son of LeBron James.
I think that's really important for me.
And that was before he even played a NBA game. Fast forward to November 2025. The Lakers are in their second season, with both James men on the roster. After a win over the Utah Jazz, LeBron shows up to the post-game media session and drops something casual, something that a lot of people glossed over. But that tells a big story. LeBron said Bronny had moved out and gotten his own place. Not in a dramatic way, not with any tension. He said it with a laugh, joking that since Bronny is not a resident anymore, they do not talk as much. LeBron even pouted for the cameras, but underneath all the laughs, something was clear. Bronny had physically separated himself from his father. He was living on his own now.
Seeing his growth, it's been great to see and to watch, and he's still young.
LeBron sounded like a proud dad, but what he said next shifted the tone.
Obviously just turned 21 not too long ago, and he's still learning and, still getting better with each and every rep.
Still learning, still growing. That part is easy to hear, but then came the line that stood out.
I think he's enjoying the process. I think you can obviously ask him,
More than me. LeBron is saying his own son would know more about his life than LeBron does. And he explains why right after.
He's not a resident anymore, so we don't talk as much. He has his own place.
A 21-year-old moving out of his parents' house is not news on its own. But when that 21-year-old is Bronny James, and when he is also actively working to build an identity that is separate from his father both on and off the court, the move carries more weight than a typical new apartment. Then there is the conversation that happened around the same time. A reporter asked Bronny directly about his father's future with the Lakers, about the speculation around where LeBron would play next. And Bron's answer was short and simple.
Yeah, actually, one of my friends called me talking about what I was going to do because they seen my dad, whatever. I didn't see it.
His friend had to call him. He had not seen it himself.
He called me. I was like, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, pretty much just the question. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
No idea. Bronny was not plugged into LeBron's world the way everyone assumed he was. He was living separately. He was focused on his own path. And when it came to the business of LeBron James, Bronny was, by his own words, not paying attention. This is where the story starts. Not with a blow-up, not with an argument, but with a young man quietly, consistently, and deliberately putting distance between himself and the shadow of the most famous basketball player in history. And that distance, in both literal and professional terms, is exactly what this story is about. The identity question. To understand why Bronny James is doing what he is doing, you have to understand what it has been like to be Bronny James. Not LeBron's son, not the kid who got drafted to help his dad chase a dream, Bronny himself. And to get there, you have to go back further than the NBA. Bronny James has been in the public eye since he was a child. Cameras have been pointed at him since he was old enough to hold a basketball. When he played high school games, they were streamed online. When he committed to USC, it was national news. When he had a cardiac arrest at a workout, the story ran everywhere, not just in sports. And at every step of that journey, the framing was the same. Bronny gave full credit to one person. Those two things.
Yeah. I mean, I give all of that credit to my dad. He's taught me a lot of things and how to, show up the right way.
And that is where the relationship between Bronny and LeBron gets complicated in an interesting way. Bronny is not rejecting LeBron. This isn't Bronny James trying to escape LeBron James. This is him rewriting the story. Everything LeBron built, the discipline, the grind, the mindset, Bronny took it all and flipped it into something that's completely his own. No rebellion, no resentment. Just a young man molded by greatness, now stepping out to prove he can stand alone. The early mornings, the relentless work ethic, that DNA, it's all LeBron. But what Bronny is creating with it, that's 100% his. And that balance, respecting where he came from while chasing his own lane, that's what people are missing. That's what makes him dangerous. Because behind the headlines, here's the reality. Bronny James is officially on his own. New place, independent life. No more shadow, just pressure. Even LeBron admitted it casually, they don't talk as much now. That distance? It's not drama, it's growth. Bronny has made it crystal clear. He doesn't want to be known as just LeBron's son. Playing alongside his dad was never the dream. He wants his own name, his own legacy, and he's been saying it publicly over and over. And despite what people try to spin, there's no fallout here. That viral sideline moment? Just two competitors clashing in the heat of the game, nothing more. No cracks, no collapse. LeBron still checks in, still supports. And Bronny? He still gives his father credit for every habit that built him to what's really going on. A young star is stepping out of the biggest shadow in sports and choosing his words very carefully about what comes next.
I don't think I would just, when I get there, I don't think it would just be me and my dad.
It would not be about his dad. It never was getting to the league.
I would be happy about getting to the league instead of me thinking about playing with my dad.
That is the goal, not the father-son moment, not the historic photo, just making it on his own merit.
But that's not my mindset right now at all. I'm just trying to put in the work and see where it takes me from here.
Put in the work and see where it goes. That is the whole philosophy in one sentence. And then there is this moment when a reporter asked him what message he wanted to send to GMs who might draft him for reasons beyond his ability.
Only draft me if you really think I'm good enough and not for all these other reasons, obviously because of your dad, or just hey, whatever gets me there, I'll get.
Only draft me if you really think I'm good enough and I know all these other reasons. Obviously, because of his dad, or just hey, whatever gets me there, I'll get.
Honestly, I feel like this is a serious business.
The reporter is laying out the two options. Draft him for his ability or draft him for the father connection. And Bronny's answer is firm.
Everything that follows my dad, and people just try to, link me with that and all the greatness that he's achieved.
The fact that a young man who just played his first NBA season alongside the greatest player of his era still feels that way, still feels like his story is blank and waiting to be written. That is not a sign of defeat.
I haven't done anything yet, so I feel like there needs to be that divide between Bronny and LeBron.
That is a sign of someone who knows exactly who he is and exactly what he is building toward. Bronny James is not working against LeBron. He is not in conflict with his father. He is working for himself. And that distinction is the whole story. So tell me, can a father-son duo truly separate family from business? Or is tension actually inevitable? Let me know what you think in the comments section for more videos like this.